to get this game started. And the Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. From the gun, the ground game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. So Oklahoma's offense has the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the...
There he goes! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around, and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket, feeling good. You know, last play, nice job setting his feet, making a good throw, getting a completion. Now, didn't like what he sees. What does he have? He has the ability to take off and scramble and make some yards. So this...
And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3-and-out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The give to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are at that.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker and letting him do the rest.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Sooners!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away on 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the shotgun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Murphy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point in the season.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Trying play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Motion from the wideout. He'll start this drive firing. Finds the big tight end. Free up the gut. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up. They'll try the run, and he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Firing to the right, complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Quick completion to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rushes on him. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Murphy. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to throw it. Fires left. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pulls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get a touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Crane. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's got it. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Crane. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You simply don't...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown Sooners!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. Made a defender miss. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Gives it on the option. Finds a little space. Got the 1st down and more. Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting the touchdown. Gives it on the option. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Dropping back, it's Powers. And he can't complete the 1st pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Sooner! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
So here comes the Michigan offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Gets the first himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Powers. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. The tap. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to...
Oh, he's got some space.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Create just steamrolling the defense. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass, it's Powers. Finds his man. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. The lone back's got it. Makes a pass to Marcus. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the returner is stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Use the play fake, now to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Sooners! How about this defense taking one back to the house? That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Fires to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wants to throw. It's Powers. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target. So nice job on that play.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Sends it back in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back. Closing.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
To the air on 1st down. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Powers. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He's got it. Makes a move. And there he goes. They will get him. It's a touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. San Diego State had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans are psyched for hoop season, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Powers. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The short hands, it's Murphy. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah,
and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Powers. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And here we go, final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.